Now on CoastTV News.
Powering down. Who could see decreased power bills across Delmarva in the new year? Plus, Chesapeake crossing changes what drivers could see in future years at the Bay Bridge.
Warming up pretty nicely on the Delmarva Peninsula this morning on our way to highs pushing near 60 degrees, but we are tracking heavy rain and gusty winds rolling in tonight through Friday. The latest timing and totals coming up.
This is CoastTV News Midday.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. Today is Thursday, December 18th, 2025. I'm Grace Eckerly and welcome to CoastTV News Midday. Starting off by taking a live look out into Rehoboth Beach, and you might notice today feels warmer than most. Turning now to First Meteorologist Chris Mastrobono for a look at this beautiful forecast. Good morning, Chris.
Good morning, Grace. Yes, that warming trend continues. Really nice morning on the peninsula as we take a live look in through Cambridge. Just a few high clouds there, 49 degrees, dew point 41. Winds are relatively calm. Elsewhere, we're at 54, Georgetown 55 in Salisbury, and we are at 48 in Rehoboth Beach. Winds are coming out of the southeast right now, anywhere between about 5 to 15 miles an hour. We'll see more of a southerly wind kick in throughout the afternoon and through the evening. Clouds will be on the increase through the day today. You can see plenty of moisture back off to the west across the Tennessee and Ohio River valleys. Strong cold front back off to the west. That's going to be pushing through our area come tomorrow. So we were looking at that red alert for tomorrow morning for the threat of heavy rain. Even a rumble of thunder can't be ruled out, but the winds are really going to be the story as we're going to see gusts as high as 50 miles an hour as we head into the day tomorrow. We'll talk about that coming up in my full 7-day forecast.
Thank you, Chris. Delmarva Power now saying customers could see a change in natural gas delivery rates starting January 2026. Officials say an approved settlement allows the company to fund upgrades to its natural gas system. Delmarva Power says the upgrades have already led to a 22% drop in gas leaks and a nearly 48% reduction in service interruptions. The company also says it's expanding relief programs and local partnerships to help customers facing higher energy costs. Looking across Delmarva, a big decision could eventually reshape how drivers cross the Chesapeake Bay. The Maryland Transportation Authority Board is expected to vote today on a plan to replace the existing Bay Bridge spans with 2 new 4-lane bridges. The proposal would also widen Route 50 and could add a bike and pedestrian path. State officials say if approved, construction would aim to begin in summer of 2032. Now, a right whale slow zone is in effect east of Ocean City after multiple detections this week. An aerial survey and an ocean buoy confirmed the presence of an endangered North Atlantic right whales, triggering the slow zone through the end of December. Mariners are now asked to avoid the area or travel at least 10 knots or less, and several other slow zones remain in effect across the coast. Now taking a live look into Washington, D.C. this morning as President Donald Trump's primetime speech looked back on the last 12 months and made resolutions for a new year. For the most part, the president did not give specific plans for 2026, as Amy Kiley shows us. Instead, it reviewed the big events of 2025.
We have brought more positive change to Washington than any administration in American history.
President Donald Trump addressed the nation last night and touted what he considers his accomplishments this year.
Instead of, I feel your pain, I understand that things hurt, but here's what I'm doing to try to make it better. Give me some time. This message was, I'm awesome. Don't you see how awesome I am?
He repeatedly blamed his predecessor and Democrats for the country's woes, despite Republicans controlling the government.
It is not the Republicans' fault. It's the Democrats' fault.
Trump announced holiday bonuses for members of the military. He addressed affordability concerns by claiming prices were down. Consumer Price Index reports have shown a recent increase.
Prices have not, in fact, fallen according to the broadest measure of the inflation rate.
Trump also spoke about health care, as average Obamacare premiums are set to more than double. He reiterated an idea that does not extend related subsidies.
The money should go to the people, that's you, so they can buy their own health insurance.
The president closed by expressing his hopes for the new year.
When the world looks at us next year, let them see a nation that is loyal to its citizens, faithful to its workers, confident to its identity, certain to its destiny, and the envy of the entire globe.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
Stay with us on CoastTV News Midday, because after the break, Boy Scout meets ballet, how a Milford High School student built holiday magic. It's this week's Coastal Connections.
Really nice day ahead of us as we have a mix of sun and clouds. Those clouds will continue to increase through the evening. We'll get up into the 50s and 60s. That's ahead of a messy Friday morning with heavy rain and wind. Congratulations to Diane Jodlewitz of Georgetown, Delaware on winning an umbrella from CoastTV. I'll have the latest timing of the rain and how high those winds will get Friday coming up.
Dancers across Delaware are celebrating the magic of the Nutcracker, and that magic includes a new throne, but it's not built by a professional set designer. Instead, it's being built by an Eagle Scout candidate. As Drew Bellinger shows us, this Milford student with a little bit of wood, some paint, and a lot of heart has built a sweet seat fit for the magical land of sweets.
December marks rehearsal time for the Tada School of Dance, where the sound of shoes on stage means Christmas is coming. But this year's The Nutcracker performance at Lake Forest High School comes with a throne of holiday magic, built by Finn McPherson, a Boy Scout who saw a chance to give back.
Did what I can for the dance studio, and I get to see it every year, so I get to see the chair and everything. It's really awesome.
The throne debuted this month in the Nutcracker performance. McPherson's sister, Piper, was part of that performance.
I know that he always supports me, and that it's an honor to have it in the show.
Finn spent months designing and constructing what the team is calling the Sweet Seat. More than 150 volunteer hours went into it. Scouts, neighbors, and local businesses all pitching in.
It was kind of like a learning process to try and figure out how to get everybody working together and how everybody did their different jobs and stuff like that, but after a while figured it out and got it done. So.
Misty Yenser, the artistic director of Tada Performance Company, said the throne has helped bring the magic.
You know, having the scenery and the sets just pull the story together. It adds an element of magic.
While the stage is already set, there is still a lot of work to be done before the big performance. The performances here at Lake Forest High School wrapped up earlier this month, but the Sweet Seat will be a long-lasting present, serving as a nice reminder for what a little Christmas spirit can build. For Coastal Connections, I'm Drew Bellinger.
Boy, hard to believe a week out from Christmas, and well, it certainly has felt like it through the first 16 days of December. In fact, we had our coldest start to December in nearly 36 years for Georgetown. You see, through the first 16 days, we've averaged 33.3 degrees, which is nearly 10 degrees shy of where we should be for this time of year. We're at 55 in Salisbury, and you can see kind of a hazy look there. We're at 48 in Rehoboth, 54 in Milton, and we're at 53 in Bridgeville. You see winds out of the southeast beginning to slowly shift out of the south. We're gusting to 22 miles an hour in Georgetown, but that's only a taste of what's to come because those winds are really going to begin to pick up after midnight tonight. That's when this wind advisory kicks in for coastal Delaware. You can see it from Lewis down through Fenwick Island. That wind advisory kicks in after 1 a.m. tonight. Gale warnings are up through the entire Delmarva coast from Rehoboth down to Chickateague, all the way along the bay as well. And we're going to see winds as high as 40 to near 50 miles an hour as we go into the day on Friday. High pressure retreating east. You can see clouds building to our southwest. Those clouds are going to be rolling in this afternoon. See plenty more moisture back off across the Tennessee, Ohio River valleys. Here's the front back off across portions of Missouri and Iowa, and all of this is making a push to the east in time for Friday. We're at 57 through 60 across the peninsula today with those cloudy skies. You can see rain chances ramp up overnight in through Friday morning, and then it's going to be a quick hitting system here as we go into Friday morning and exits by Friday afternoon. You can see the clouds increasing. The widespread rain rolls in overnight. You can see some heavy rain by early tomorrow morning. This is 6 o'clock tomorrow, so it's going to be a slow commute off to your either school or work or wherever you're heading. And that rain will continue at least through the morning. Then you notice you'll see like a little squall line push through around 10, 11 o'clock. That will be the last gasp of the rain, and I expect drier conditions, even some sunshine by the afternoon, but the winds aren't going anywhere. Rainfall, on average about an inch, say about a half an inch to upwards of 1.25 inches once all is said and done. There's those winds out of the south gusting to near 36 in Georgetown, 44 in Bethany Beach. This is early tomorrow morning. Very mild start, but then as we go into the afternoon, notice the winds shift out of the west, gusting to 45 in Georgetown, 41 in Bethany Beach as that cold, drier air filters back into the region, and the winds will relax as we go into the day on Saturday. So we have that red alert in play for Friday morning. Mild start. Not going to need a jacket by the morning. By the afternoon, temperatures plunge into the 40s. We're at 45 for a high on Saturday. Really nice weekend. 54 into Sunday with another front coming through late Sunday through Monday. We're down to 38 for a high on Monday. Grace.
Thank you, Chris. And coming up tonight on DSN at 5:30, live high school girls basketball when Cape visits Decatur. Then catch that final score at 10:30. You can watch that basketball game on DSN Plus along with these exclusives. A big night of boys basketball at 5:15. Seaford faces St. George's, and at 5:30, North Carolina visits Easton, and Woodbridge hosts Appo. And it's week 16 of the NFL season. Here's what's coming up on Sunday Night Football right after CoastTV or on CoastTV. Coverage begins at 7 p.m. when the Ravens take on the New England Patriots. Then stay tuned for CoastTV News at 11 right after the game. And here's what you can look forward to this afternoon on Coast Life at 4 p.m.
Hope you're having a fantastic day so far here along coastal Delmarva. And if you join us today at 4 o'clock on Coast Life, here's what's going to be coming at you. As those temperatures drop, we do want to keep our unhoused neighbors in mind. We're going to see what Love Inc. and Code Purple are up to and how you can get involved. Also, if you're a big fan of Motown music, you don't want to miss the upcoming tribute happening in Rehoboth Beach. And we've also got our Spill the Tea. It's Thursday. We're not forgetting to sprinkle a little drama your way. We're talking Am I Wrong for setting a limit for the Christmas special day event gift giving, but we want to get your answer to that too. All of that and more is happening today at 4 on Coast Life. We'll see you then.
We continue to receive your cards and donations for our Bless Our Children campaign. We are raising money to ensure that every child on Delmarva has that special present to open during this Christmas time of the year. Our latest card is this one here. This is a great scene. You have Santa in the sky, and also look at that dog and cat watching Santa on this winter night. And this card was sent to us by Jim and Peg from Milton, and they write, wishing you all a blessed Christmas and a happy new year. Thank you, Jim and Peg, for this card. Businesses can help by accepting the Shell Brothers Challenge of donating at least $1,000. And if you want to help, send a donation and a holiday card. We may just read it on the air. Send a check or money order to the address on your screen or donate online at blessourchildren.org.
We have already raised over $325,000 to help children and families this holiday season. Again, thank you to all who have donated. And now it's time to showcase how you are decorating your homes this holiday season. Today's holiday house. Oh my goodness, we were talking about this in commercial break, how beautiful this is. Miss Riley is wishing everyone a happy Christmas. Norma sent in this beautifully festive pup from Rehoboth Beach. Thank you so much, Norma, and thank you, Riley. If you would like your festive decorations to be shared in our broadcast, you can take a look at your screen now. Send us in your photos by heading to our website, coasttv.com/holidayhouse. It's the time of year when we tend to overindulge ourselves, maybe happily, but don't let that holiday season derail your heart health. In today's Health Minute, Mamie Gaither talks to a registered dietitian about how to have a heart-healthy holiday.
From cocktails to cakes, cookies, and candy, if you tend to overdo it over the holidays, you're not alone.
We're burning less calories and taking more in, and that could put a toll on your heart health when that extends over a couple weeks.
Registered dietitian Sherry Gaw with El Camino Health says stay heart healthy this holiday season by prioritizing balanced meals during the day. She says not to eat less to save calories before an event or go to a party hungry.
That often backfires on us because then we were just starving at that point and we end up eating more. Plus there's of course foods around that are giving us higher amounts of fat, sugar, sodium, and those types of things that we need to limit.
Instead, Goss says to eat a healthy snack before you go to a get-together, something that will give you protein, healthy fats, and fiber like yogurt and some fruit and nuts.
That should leave you feeling a little bit more satisfied so that it takes the edge off. so that you're not starving by the time you get there and you just grab whatever's around.
Next, prioritize healthy food choices. At a party, scan the table before loading up a plate. Watch your intake of alcohol and sugary drinks. They're empty calories.
Drink a glass of water in between each, sugary beverage or alcoholic beverage so that it can help us to slow down, drink less, and also that water that we're drinking, that can also help to fill our stomach too.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Man, my stomach's growling now. I'm hungry. As we take a live look into Dover, mostly clear skies there, 46 degrees. Clouds will be on the increase through the afternoon as we top out in the upper 50s. And you can always call our First Alert weather phone for your latest forecast. Your 10-day right after this. It's been a really nice morning on the Delmarva Peninsula as we take a live look into Rehoboth Beach, where it is 48 degrees. Winds are relatively calm, and we're warming up pretty nicely elsewhere. We're at 57 Salisbury, 56 Wallops Island. We're at 55 in Harrington, 56 in Cambridge. You can see winds beginning to slowly shift out of the south. Winds are starting to gust 24 in Georgetown, but they're really going to begin ramping up after midnight tonight. So clouds will continue to increase. We'll see highs top out in the upper 50s near 60. Then we'll drop a bit through the evening, and then temperatures are going to rise overnight in through Friday morning as that heavy rain and high winds develop. We could see wind gusts as high as 40 to 50 miles an hour with that red alert. The rain clears out by midday Friday. Grace.
Well, I'll be sure to make sure I'm checking with the weather tomorrow morning. Thank you for that, Chris, and thank you at home for joining us for Coast TV News Midday. If you like more local news or weather, especially with this storm coming in, be sure to download our Coast TV News app, and don't forget to join us back here for Coast TV News at 5 later this afternoon. And until then, have a great day.